You know, one of the most weirdest things that I've seen about Elementor when it comes to actually doing your own personalized designs is there are just certain things missing. So as this button over here as an example, if you go under the style, you can change the border width, the border radius and that, and you can make that style how you actually like it. But if you do any hover effects, all you can do is change the color. I've never understood that, and we are going to fix that today using GSAP. In Elementor, we are going to change the shape of the button. So here, as we scroll down, if I hover over the button, you can see that it's changing the whole entire shape. Now, it doesn't have to be just a square. You can even do this in reverse from square to circle, or maybe just slight edge. You can do the scaling like I'm doing over here, adding an extra border shadow. Like I gave you all these options in GSAP, so you can control these with precision. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do that. Stupidly easy to do because I did all the code for you, and we're going to jump right into it. Now, for those of you who don't want to follow along and are in a hurry and just want to download a complete template, in the description of this video there's going to be a download link for that template. If you click that, it's going to take you to this page on my website. You just go and download the whole thing. And there's no modifications you need to do. There are control variables in the code, which I'll show inside this tutorial anyways. Here's that zip file that you would have downloaded. All you have to do is extract it. And this is the template file that you can just import, and then the effect is yours. I'll just show you that real quick. It's very quick to do on this particular one. So here in Elementor, all we do is we go and say add template. In this library window that pops up, we are just going to say import template. So here's that template. We just drag it across into this window, say continue, and it's going to load up into your library. So the one you're looking for is this animated GSAP button hover effect. So we just say insert, we say apply, and there you go. It's going to import into your website and you are good to go. So over here's the cell working example. Here's that button doing that effect. You can change these things around. It's very easy. You can change anything you really want about it. Even the speed, if you don't want to scale, all that. To find the settings for that, here in the HTML widget, you will see that under it loading, you can see here's these control variables, and you can see the hover scale, hover opacity, hover border radius, box shadow if you want to put it, the normal scale if you want to change it from its original state for some reason, you can change that. Also box shadow if you want to add one, take one away, whatever the case is. So you also have animation duration, so how long does this take to actually do, and then the type of animation. So here we have a power 2 in out. You can change that to linear, easy in out, whatever. So I gave you all these control variables, and you can do it right over here, so you don't have to dig through all the code. So for the rest of you who want to follow along, we're going to do this from scratch. So I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to have a nice blank template. Now here I'm not going to go too worried about the design. I'm literally showing you the effect. You are all very good designers. I believe in you. So, and I definitely believe that you could kick my ass in design. There's going to be no arguments about that. But we're going to start this off. So we're going to click on this plus sign, flex box, and one of these containers. Let's just go with that one. The content width, I'm going to do full width. Again, this doesn't matter. It's just for this tutorial. The min height, I'm going to change to VH, go to 100, so it's just full screen, so it's nice and easily to see. And the justify content is center, align item center. So what I'm going to do over here, I'm just going to put the button right in the middle, and I'm just going to show you how to work, so we don't have to sit there making up a whole fake design that no one's going to use really, because you came here to see how the effect was done. Okay, so click this plus sign. We are going to get the button widget. We're going to put it in there, and we're going to get the HTML widget. So we click the plus sign and we get the HTML. There it is. Drag it, put it in. Now in the description of this video for you, there's going to be a reference page like normal, and it's going to take you to this page on my website. If we scroll down, we can get to what we need. So the button needs a CSS class name. Okay, so this is the one. It's my animated button. We're going to say copy, and we are going to paste this into the button. So under advanced, we go to CSS classes and we paste this right there. Then we go back into the reference page and we just copy the script. Real easy. So we click on HTML widget and we just paste this right here. So again, everything's been done for you. So right off the bat, this will actually work. It won't work in the designer over here because this hasn't loaded up. So if this loaded up with the designer, because this is outside code, then you'd see the effect in the designer. But if we click publish and we preview this, you can see that there is the defaults inside the code kicking in, right? So you saw that I did nothing to the button. It's literally just the code kicking in. So let's go and customize this button. I'm into the whole black and white sort of buttons, especially on a white background. Let's just go and do that here for this button. So under style, I'm going to make maybe the font maybe a little bit bigger. So maybe make it about 18. I'll change the to uppercase just like that. Then for the text color, I'm going to set to black. Background, make transparent like I do in a lot of tutorials. The border type, I'm going to go to solid, make it about a 3 pixel. And border radius, let's be different. Let's go 0 and make it a nice square button. So under hover, text color can go white, background can go black, and the border stays black. Okay, so we got that effect going right over there. So now let's change how this works in hover. Okay, so if we click this and publish, you can see that it's doing that. Okay, so in the HTML code, let's go and change these control variables. So maybe you don't want it to scale up in hover. So we can change this back down to 1 and it's going to stay exactly in the same size. Then the opacity, if you wanted to make this a little bit transparent, say this was in the background picture, you just wanted to highlight it a little bit, there you do have that option. You can even do it in reverse. So like it could be a complete opacity now and it could be semi-transparent when the person hasn't clicked on it. So you have all these design options to go really crazy on how you want to stylize your buttons. Opacity, I'm just going to leave for now. But the border radius, let's just go crazy here. So let's just put, say, 100. And I'm going to keep the shadows there. If you don't want the shadows, then just don't put the shadows. You can just take that, the shadow, just make sure that the double quotes is there. And it should be good. So that's looking pretty good. Maybe the animation, I want to go from 0.3 to a 0.5 animation duration. So if I publish and I go to the front end, you can see that it does that whole sort of effect. So play around. You can even make it go a little bit quicker in animation duration, say a 0.2. It's pretty quick. You can see how that really goes a lot quicker. So I found a 0.3 is just the right place, right? Check it out again in the front, and we're pretty happy with that. So maybe I do want to do the scale now, so because now it has that effect where the shadow is making it look like it's actually raising up. But what if we wanted to make it a bigger scale? So let's go 1.3. Let's get crazy here, right? Publish, check it out. And you can see it does that whole big, really big ass scaling. So I gave you as many controls as I could. If you wanted others, you can go dig around in the code as well, and you can add other effects as you want. It's all down over here, so you can see that these variables will be listed over here. So you can see opacity, scale. You can change a whole bunch of stuff, really. I did comment everything, so go mad if you want to. But this actually opens up all the design possibilities that you can do with a button without getting absolutely lost in the code. Yet, you can still do the core design here in the widget. So it doesn't influence that too much, right? So all the colors, everything else works as normal. The code just enhances that. This I use a lot, but I figured I might as well just share it with you guys, because there's just certain things that Elementor just doesn't have, and we have to put it in ourselves. Please do like these videos, because I see a lot of people viewing and not so many clicks, which really kills my algorithm. Just put that like button, help a brother out. I hope you liked this video. If you did, smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing as well. That stuff makes a big difference to a small channel like mine. If you have any suggestions or anything, then just put a comment down below. Let me see what I can do. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.